Hi, everybody. My name is Rita Crompton, host of Invent America, and also known as the Inventor Lady. So today we have got with us Addison Shelton. He is the CEO of Kicker Design. And Addison, thank you so much for being with us today.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having me.
So introduce us to your company. Tell us what you do.
Sure. So Kicker Design is a product development firm. So we have engineers from all different kinds of disciplines: electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, biomedical, software. And we look at projects kind of all across the map. So we look at it as if a product needs engineering, we can probably help. But essentially what we do is we provide engineering services to people who are looking to develop products.
Excellent. So when, a lot of inventors don't realize how many stages there are to getting the product from their basic duct tape and cardboard prototype to manufacturer's prototype.
Yeah.
Give us some background on that.
Sure. Well, we kind of break it up often into kind of what that next goal is, right? I think sometimes, inventors are looking at their next, maybe they have that cardboard prototype and they need to build something that's a little bit more refined to maybe show a new investor, right? Or they want to bring it, far enough where it's ready to start doing kind of design for manufacturing and optimization for manufacturing. And so for us, we'll bring it through stages really kind of customized to the customer's needs in a lot of cases. And sometimes that's, the full-blown product development cycle where we're, starting with concept sketching and going through industrial design and, initial renders and bringing that over to the mechanical engineers and building housings or building mechanisms and PCB layout and electronics layout and firmware. Sometimes it's the full-blown thing. Sometimes we can kind of pick and choose what's most applicable for that particular scenario. But there are a lot of stages, and I think like you mentioned, I think there's iteration in all of those, right? So even when you get that that first prototype and it's awesome, there's still things you're probably going to want to change and iterate on, whether that's engineering items or features.
Well, one of the things that we've really noticed over the years is that you've got your proof of concept prototype, and it can be a sexy prototype. If somebody looks at it and they can't tell whether or not it should be in a box on a store shelf, or it's the only one you've got. And then the manufacturer's prototype. And the difference is that sometimes you cannot manufacture in big numbers that sexy prototype.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I think that's very true. I mean, 3D printing is a fantastic technology for prototyping, right? But you can very easily make something that you can 3D print that you can injection mold, right? So, injection molding, you can get those costs way down when you're at high volumes. 3D printing, you can do really quick turn, very cost effective, 1, 10, even 100 parts. But bridging that gap sometimes from that maybe conceptual prototype or that proof of concept prototype that looks really awesome to that manufacturable one where you're actually driving down the cost, there's engineering challenges along the way.
Well, that's going to be another show that we do with you when you really explain to us the difference between the rapid prototyping and the manufacturer's prototyping. I think a lot of our inventors need to understand that better before they start walking down that path, because they're so surprised, when you start printing prototypes, why they're so expensive. But then the molds and the tooling for the manufacturer's prototype, you're gonna pay one way or another.
Right, it's true. Yeah.
So that's kind of the bite there. So what do you need an inventor to bring to you to get started with you?
For us, really, it's an idea and some passion, right? I mean, and I think I mentioned this on the radio show too. I mean, we see customers who, we call it pre-napkin sketch, right? So they haven't even gone around to sketching on the napkin, right? So we can help kind of guide them through that process, help brainstorm, okay, what do they really need in this next step? We also, people have customers who come and they've already manufactured a product. They want to do some tweaks, they want to do some adjustments, and really anywhere in between. We like to think of ourselves as pretty flexible because every entrepreneur is different. So everybody needs a slightly different solution and a slightly different approach.
That is so true. And, we get products everywhere from, the next car gadget to, a powder that is basically a home healthcare remedy for, different things to, we got one lady, she's got a really cool new type of diaper that teaches little boys how to act like their daddy.
Oh, great.
That is so cute.
That's cool.
And stuff. So, you know, we get a huge range of things. And product needs. So you are a wonderful resource, and thank you so much for being on. And we will get you on. You know, I've got a whole list I can send you, and you can check mark the ones you want to address.
Sounds great.
Thank you.
A lot of fun. Thank you.